So you guys want to know why you shoot first and die first all the time, and that's because the game actually has it out for you. The game actually thinks you're too good, and I don't mean this figuratively, I mean this actually literally, and we're going to get into something that I'm going to talk about that's going to show proof as to why skill-based damage is a real thing in Call of Duty. Now before we do, there's a clip right here that I want to show you guys that's been making its rounds online, and you can see this dude using the Jackal PDW dropping enemy after enemy with only about 4 shots. Then he gets to the last enemy where he takes a shot, hits a headshot, 3 more body shots, switches to a pistol, hits 2 more shots, and doesn't end up killing the guy at all. Now, why is this? You might be thinking, what's happening? Well, it's definitely skill-based damage rather than anything else. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to put on a Jackal PDW. We're going to put no attachments on it whatsoever, because I don't want damage range. I don't want anything of that. We don't need any of that right there. And we're going to go straight into the firing range just to show you guys what's going on here. So we're going to try and hit a headshot first, and then we're going to go for body shots. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you might think, okay, that's a lot of shots to actually kill someone. Now, keep in mind, I'm using attachments that do not increase my damage range whatsoever. And if we just go for body shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it should kill him. Okay, that should be the case. Now, this guy was in different ranges, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4 shots, dead. No matter what. Now, if I do this, and you might think, okay, maybe he shot the leg, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, switch to our pistol, 1. It's still 4 shots. Even if you go at mid-range, it's still going to take 6 shots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No matter what, it's going to be 6 shots. Now, he wasn't at this range of the enemy that he fought. He might have been a little closer for a few shots, and then he ended up in this range here. The enemy should have been dropped, but that's not the case. So what's happening? Why is Call of Duty doing this, and what can we do to stop it? Now, guys, if you want to buy cheaper bundles than in-game, if you want to get camos unlocked a lot quicker, or you just want to get your headshots done at 40 headshots a game, make sure to use MMOEXP. They will get you everything you need, and it's definitely worth it. Use my code, it's Nick, and save yourself some money as well. Now, let's get straight into what's going on here. We got a lot of things that we need to discuss. One of them is the poor netcode. Now, the poor netcode, it doesn't have to do with skill-based damage or anything like that, and I want to talk about this first to show you guys why it has nothing to do with that. Poor netcode pretty much equals you shoot first, you die first. The server isn't registering it, you're going to take your shots, your console's registering it, but nothing's happening on the server's end, so this sucks. You also die a lot around corners, where you might run around a corner and somebody still drops you. This is because of the poor netcode. The game actually sees you in a different location from where you actually are. So let's say I'm pointing at this guy right here, pretend this is an enemy in-game, he might actually be here on the server side, but I'm still shooting at his body that I see here because that's where my console is registering his body, even though he might be standing somewhere here instead. That the server is registering it off. My console is getting it very delayed, and I'm seeing where he was rather than where he actually is. So this is going to cause you to hit multiple shots, but not actually killing an enemy. It's going to cause you guys to go ahead and shoot someone so much and then die in what feels like 1 bullet, where the server is registering his shots hitting you, but your system isn't, and then all of a sudden, all those shots come in at once, and you're instantly dead. So that is netcode. That's poor netcode. Now, what is desync? Desync is a thing that I talk about a lot, and basically what's happening in the server during desync is that the server actually isn't showing up on your screen. What's happening in the server is not making it back to you in time. The lower your ping, the faster you see what's happening on the server. The higher your ping, the more desync you're going to see. So you'll be shooting at someone, but it won't be going to the server right away. You might have a 100 millisecond, let's say, ping. If that 100 millisecond ping, it's going to take 0.1 seconds to get to the server, and then probably 0.1 seconds to get back to you. So that's a long time. Now, if you have 1,000 ping, every shot you take is going to take 1 second to register. So if you're shooting at the enemy's body, it's going to be missing. So that's poor desync as well. Now, poor netcode will show you what's happening on your screen, but not on the actual server. And if we take XDefiant for an example, when XDefiant released, the netcode in the desync was really, really bad. Like, you were able to see this. You were shooting shots, you were getting hit markers, nothing was happening, no damage was given. You were just dying over and over again, and you could just be shooting at someone over and over again, and nothing would happen. And this is consistent. If there's poor netcode and poor desync, this is going to be happening throughout the match, not just for 1 kill, which is not what we saw in the clip at the beginning. What we saw in the clip at the beginning was he was dropping people instantly. Nothing on his ping went up. He didn't start lagging or anything, and he just couldn't kill that last dude. Well, Call of Duty uses server-side hit markers. This means that in order to actually get a hit marker to show up on your screen, the server needs to register it. So 100% of hit markers that you see are actually being registered on the server. And last week, Call of Duty had an update where they brought in server-sided blood splatter. Now, you might think this has nothing to do with anything, but it actually has everything to do with everything. Server-sided blood splatter is when you're shooting at the enemy's body and you see the splatter, or you see the splatter on your screen. That means that 100% of shots being hit when you see a hit marker and blood splatter are being registered on the server. So why would it take you more bullets to kill one guy and less bullets to kill another guy? Well, that has a lot to do with what this video is about. Skill-based damage, all right? This means you're hitting 100% of your shots. 100%. You're shooting, you're dealing damage, but there's that one dude that you just can't kill. And I kind of want to talk about something before we get into more detail about this, and that is the Ricochet anti-cheat. Ricochet is known to manipulate damage. If there is a hacker in the game, mid-game, they could go ahead and remove his damage. He'll shoot shots, he'll hit 100 bullets, nothing will register. Well, it will register hit markers, but no damage will be dealt. And this is great. This is really good to combat hackers and stuff, because we all know the hackers are always 2 steps ahead. There's always going to be hackers no matter what. But because Ricochet is utilized by AI, it might not be able to read everything properly. So if you're playing really, really good in your skill bracket, the game is probably going to think you're cheating, and it's going to actually nerf your damage. Now, like we saw in the clip, the guy was just snapping onto people. He's not hacking, at least to my knowledge. Maybe he's using like a light or soft aimbot, but from what it looked like, he's missing shots. He doesn't look like a hacker, but the game nerfed him mid-game. And this usually happens when you're in a lobby of skill-based matchmaking. Obviously, skill-based matchmaking is all over Call of Duty. There's nothing you could do about it, but you're in a lobby, you're playing people of your skill, and then there's that one person on the enemy team that might not be as skilled as you are, or as the rest of the lobby. Maybe he's playing with a friend who's more skilled, so it's putting him in a higher skill-based matchmaking. And this means that when you're shooting all these other dudes and you're going off, the game doesn't want you to go 105 every single game. The game doesn't want you going 50-2. They want you to basically be even. Call of Duty is striving for everyone to be at a 1 KD. Nobody knows why. Apparently it helps people play longer, and if people play longer, they buy more bundles and stuff. I call BS on that, but this is going to happen. You're going to be shooting at someone, you're going to be dropping a lot of people of your skill, and then you're going to get up against that one dude who might be less skilled than you, so the game is going to actually nerf your damage against him and probably buff his damage against you, which is why you're going to die almost instantly. And you can't deny that this is skill-based damage, and I kind of refrained from making a video on skill-based damage because there was no real proof of it yet. There was just nothing really there. I mean, I have spoken about it in the past, but there just wasn't much there to show it. But now the fact that blood splatter is server-side, hit markers are server-side, everything is server-side, the server is registering those shots. If the server wasn't registering those shots, you wouldn't get the hit marker, you wouldn't see the splatter, you wouldn't see anything of that. So my question to you guys, do you think Call of Duty should have skill-based damage? Some people might say yes. I don't know why you would. Some people might say yes. I personally do not think Call of Duty should have anything to manipulate the way you play. I just don't find that fair whatsoever. I find that it's a manipulation. It should be illegal because they're trying to, their main objective is to get you to buy more bundles and stuff, and they'll do anything to keep you on the game longer, because the longer you play, the more chances you have at purchasing bundles. I feel like that should be highly illegal. It's not monitored or anything. There's no agency looking over this and stuff. It's a video game at the end of the day, but I just feel like it's BS. You know, that might just be me. But anyways, if you guys agree that skill-based damage should not be in the game, I would appreciate if you dropped a like on this video, subscribe to the channel with the notifications turned on, and let me know down in the comments, is it BS or is it chill? If you think it's chill, you might be watching the wrong channel. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.